Ever heard of retiring early but still getting a paycheck? It sounds a bit like having your cake and eating it too, right? Well, that's exactly what we're talking about today. It's called Barista FIRE, and it might just be the financial freedom hack you've been looking for. So what is FIRE? It stands for Financial Independence, Retire Early. There's an amazing goal, but let's be real, it can be an intense, long-haul journey. This is where Barista FIRE comes in as a fantastic, more flexible alternative. Think of it as firelight. Instead of saving up enough to cover all your living expenses for the rest of your life, you save enough so that your investments can cover a big chunk of them. Then, you leave your demanding career and take on a part-time or more enjoyable, lower-stress job to cover the rest. And no, you don't literally have to become a barista, though you totally could if you love the smell of coffee. The name just comes from the idea of working a job that often offers health insurance benefits, even for part-time employees. The key is finding flexible work that you actually enjoy, that covers your day-to-day spending without the soul-crushing pressure of a traditional 9-to-5. So how does this work in practice? Let's break it down. First, you calculate your FIRE number. This is the total amount you need in investments. A common rule of thumb is to have 25 times your annual expenses. For Barista FIRE, you don't need to cover your full annual expenses. You only need to cover the portion that your part-time income won't. Let's say your total annual living cost is $50,000. You figure you could easily make $20,000 a year from a fun part-time gig, maybe freelance writing, teaching yoga, or working at a local bookstore. That means you only need your investments to generate the remaining $30,000 per year. Using the 25 times rule, you'd multiply that $30,000 by 25. Your Barista FIRE number would be $750,000. Now compare that to traditional FIRE. To cover the full $50,000, you'd need $1.25 million. See the difference? Reaching $750,000 is a much more achievable goal for many people, and you can get there years or even decades sooner. The biggest advantage of Barista FIRE is the balance it offers. You get to escape the corporate grind much earlier, but you still have the structure and social connection of a job, just on your own terms. Plus, a huge benefit, especially in the US, is access to employer-sponsored health insurance. This can be a massive financial burden to cover on your own in early retirement, and a part-time job can solve that problem. It's about designing a life you don't need to retire from. You're not just waiting for some far-off date to start living. You're creating a sustainable, enjoyable lifestyle right now. You have more time for hobbies, travel, family, and your health, while still maintaining a sense of purpose and financial security. Of course, it's not without its challenges. You still need discipline to save and invest. You'll also need to be comfortable with a less conventional career path and potentially a lower income than you are used to. But for many, the trade-off is absolutely worth it for the freedom and flexibility gained. So, if the idea of full retirement feels a bit too extreme or far away, maybe Barista FIRE is your perfect blend. It's a practical, achievable path to financial independence that lets you enjoy the journey along the way. What do you think? Could Barista FIRE work for you? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you found this helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more tips on designing your dream life. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.